Morning session where we talk about matter sports. We update you on what is happening across the world and also locally, and we look forward to telling you exactly what is coming up, especially over the weekend. And this week we have two exciting tournaments coming up. There's the Copa Coca-Cola, there's also the World Tongin Mudo Championship, but then under the banner, the Mombasa Championship is all happening. And if you'll be in Mombasa, make sure that you make your way to Agahan School where that tournament will be taking place. But we have to start with the immediate things first, because President Uhuru Kenyatta is expected to launch this year's Copa Coca-Cola Africa Cup of Nations, which kicks off today through to Thursday in Thika, Kiambu County. 12 countries will be represented, namely Uganda, Tanzania, South Africa, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Botswana, Angola, and Ethiopia. Others are Mozambique, Burkina Faso, Namibia, and host Kenya. Kenya will be represented by Serani High School, who won this year's Copa Coca-Cola tournament. The tournament is restricted to players aged 16 years and below. Kenya begin their title quest against Zimbabwe at 9 a.m., while South Africa take on Tanzania.
Bali kwake mwendwa inakuwaje?
Well, to matters football now again, where football elites will walk the red carpet in Paris this evening when France Football will announce the winner of the 2019 Ballon d'Or award. Barcelona star Lionel Messi, is the major favorite to make history by becoming the first player to clinch a sixth such accolade, moving clear of fellow five-time winner Cristiano Ronaldo in the all-time rankings. Liverpool defender Virgil van Dijk is in the running to become the first defender to lift the Ballon d'Or since 2006. U.S. Women's World Cup superstar Megan Rapinoe is tipped to win the women top accolade. To motorsports now, where after 4 days of hard driving, crews in the East African Safari Classic will take a race today in Tanzania. Austria's Chris Rosenberger, co-driven by German Nicola Bleischer in a Porsche 911, is in the lead, followed by former World Rally champion Stig Blomqvist of Sweden, co-driven by compatriot Hogan Fernande. Kenya's Tejveer Singh Rai, co-driven by fellow countryman Gavin Lawrence, also in a Porsche, are in third. Philip Kaduri of Hong Kong and Kenya's Onka Rai Singh complete the top five. Here is part of the action. Well, let's shift gears now, and we are going to talk about one team, one Kenyan national team that we believe here at KTN that we've actually babysat them, taken them through the ranks, and now they are making waves. And this week, they'll be representing again the country in the what we've come to know as the Tong Il Mudu, but many other people know it as the Unified Martial Arts. Therefore, that team, that is the Kenya Unified Martial Arts team called Jasiri, is ready to face the world at the Mombasa International Tournament to be staged at the Aga Khan Academy, Mombasa, on Saturday through to Sunday. Kenya will field participants in the form, sparring and special techniques in both team and individual categories in the championship that brings together 25 nations. The tournament will be preceded by a 5-day seminar to be supervised by World Tong Il Mudu Vice President Master Takemitsu Hoshiko. In studio to discuss the tournament is coach and instructor Anuro Makanga, who has come along with some of the team members. And as you can see, to my left, that is part of the team. That is part of the team Jasiri. And at my extreme right, we have Anuro Makanga, who is the coach and the instructor of the national team. Of course, we have Sadi there. He's also one of the members of the team, and he will be carrying Kenya's flag over the 2 days of the championship. And then we have Peter. Karibu sana once again. He's been in this team for quite some time now. He's one of the guys who's been winning us gold medals and silver medals. Karibu sana. The new man in the team, we've not met. This is the first time, I think. Wabukala, that's your name? Yes, Karibu sana. And these are the guys. Now, step forward, Anuro Makanga.
Yes.
And just tell us, what are we expecting this time around?
This time around, the team is prepared. Though, unlike the other years, most of our team is broken because each and every player is training with his own coach. Previously, we used to have a team, we have a camp 2 weeks before. Currently, the funds from the government have delayed. We hope they'll commit themselves and pay. Yeah. And after that, we'll bring the team together. Even if it's for 3-4 days, then we train together.
Are these guys ready?
These guys are ready. But
show me why you think they are ready.
They are
ready. I
ready.
can see it's like they are a bit cold.
The weather in Nairobi is a bit cold now, yeah. But these guys are really ready. They have trained diligently for many years, and in the last 2-3 months, as coaches of each and every team in different regions, they have put them in one place and been training them for a long time.
Can you guys step forward and demonstrate to us how ready you are, guys?
Okay, space out. Chiret, Kine, Baro, city stance, Jumi, see jack, single punches. 1, 2, 3, 4, double 1, 2, 3, 4, upper block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, downward block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Baro. Kicking stance, snap kick. 1, nice. 2, nice. 3, and 4, change. 1, 2, 3, and 4, change. Turning kick. 1, 2, 3, and 4, change. Side kick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Baro. Chegat. Baro.
You are kind of mixing English and some language that I'm not understanding. What is that called?
The language, the first language is it's Korea. So many martial arts normally train their players using their traditional language, which is Korea. Just like Japanese karate, they train people using Korea, Japan.
So are you saying Tong Il Mudu
is originally from Korea? Yes.
And that's why you are mixing some of those
yes.
languages to instruct them.
Yes.
Yeah. We've just said that Kenya will field, in forms, sparring, and what else?
Special technique.
Special technique.
Yes, and team.
Can we start with maybe sparring? What is sparring?
Sparring is actually what people.
And how do you score?
Okay, sparring is actually what people know about martial arts.
Yes.
It's the fighting. But in Tongil.
You can have them demonstrate.
Sure.
Yeah.
Peter and Sally.
Then you explain to us.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, one is that there's normally a particular distance between the players before they start.
Yes.
So once, and it's marked. So the instructor or the referee will tell them to start. So for example, tell them, see Jack, so score. So that's a low kick, that's 1 point.
Low kick.
Low kick. In Tongil, what you've done is you've mixed all the martial arts, that's called unified martial arts. So unlike in karate, you're not allowed to kick below the belt. But in Tongil, you kick below the belt just like in Muay Thai. And then we punch like karate, and we use all the taekwondo techniques, all the taekwondo kicks. And then after that, we also do judo, throws, and jiu-jitsu locks. So like throws, Peter throw.
So you started with the low kick. That is under what, karate?
That's under full contact karate, Kenshin-kan or Muay Thai.
So it hits
below the belt.
That's 1 point.
That's 1 point.
Okay.
It can be either inner thigh or outer thigh, which means he can kick here or there. That's allowed.
Okay.
It's the only kick that's allowed to kick below the belt. The other kicks are not allowed. Like snap kick can't kick below the belt. Side kick can't kick below the belt.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's 1 point.
That's 1 point.
Okay.
Yes. So continue. Score any kick. Punch anything. That's a punch. That's 1 point. But unlike in karate and taekwondo, in Tongil, a score is only awarded if the person reacts. Which means if you kick someone and he doesn't react, which means, for example, you kick someone on the leg and he doesn't go like that, you don't count. It has to be impact.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. If you punch someone like that, they don't count. He has to show that actually it has hit him. That's the only time we count. So you have to use...
But if you pretend that you've not been hit and actually you've been hurt...
That's a plus to you. You have to condition yourself. So if you condition yourself properly so that if someone hits you, don't show, then the chances of you winning is very high.
So he has hit him. Yeah. How many points are those?
That's 1 point.
1 point.
Yes. So continue. That's a high kick, which is to the head. A kick to the head is 2 points. And the two types of kicks. You can kick someone on the head with your supporting foot on the floor. That's 2 points. But if you kick the person on the head, same kick, but your other foot is in the air, is 3 points. Which means if I kick him like that, that's 3 points.
You make sure that
your supporting foot is in the air.
Okay.
That is 3 points, yes. And it has to be a high kick.
How do you judge that? Because it's so fast.
Many of our judges are experienced fighters. So they have gone through the process before. They have been hit, they have fought. So it's very easy for them to score. Okay. It's very hard for someone to pretend. Like, for example, it happens all the time. When someone is kicked in a thigh and the pretender has been kicked on the balls, we normally know. Because as you've been kicked many times. And we know how someone reacts when he's kicked.
Yes.
Yes.
So that is 3 points. We've seen at the bottom, 1 point.
1 point, 2 points.
2 points.
And then 3 points on the head. Okay. If someone kicks body kick, which means you kick him on the body in the midsection, and your foot in the air, it's 2 points.
Okay.
But if you kick with your foot on the floor and the body, it's 1 point. It's still 1 point. Yes.
So that is sparring.
That's sparring.
We move to the next.
The next is forms.
Forms. What is forms?
Forms is the predetermined movements that they are called in taekwondo pumze, in karate kata, in Tongil you call them bon or forms. They are predetermined movements and they have names. Like each form has a name. Sagidai bon, there is Unoi bon, there is Sugidai bon. Now in Tongil what we do is that we have taken 5 forms from number 2 to number 6.
Yeah. And
in the preliminary when you start, then 2 teams compete for the first form and you choose the best. On the second round, they'll do the 3rd form and then the 4th form, and it's only 2 teams at a time. So it means it's just like
it has to be groups or
in teams forms you have to be at least 2 people.
At least 2 people.
Yes.
Can we have 2 of them to demonstrate for us?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Juliet. Okay. Sagida Ibon. Step 1. Jimmy. See Jack.
So it has to be synchronized.
It has to be synchronized. The techniques must be perfect, and the speed must be agreed speed.
So who decides the speed? The two...
Internationally, we have a speed that we all train our students to go through.
Yes.
Also, the techniques, you have to be a specific technique. A kick is a kick. I can do that, that's a kick. But in the form, the kick has to show. Okay. You have to push and show that's a snap kick, that's a turn kick, so you don't flip it too fast. So if you flip it too fast, then you lose some points. If you don't synchronize, you lose some points. If one of you get lost, you lose some points. Yes. If the rule is where you start is where you finish. If you don't finish the same place you started, then you lose some points.
Okay.
Yes.
So you have the movement has to be timed, and you have to make sure
that your techniques are similar and exact. Yes.
Well, for close to 8 years now, or even 10,
yes.
Kenyans have really been performing at this tournament. We've seen you guys win gold medals and all that. How just did we get ourselves to this stage where we're even beating teams from Korea, we're beating teams from Philippines?
One is because of our players. They are very dedicated to this art. They burn so much time working out their body, running, doing basics. They're very disciplined, and that's one thing I like about them. Unlike other arts and other federations, our players have one advantage, is that they listen. So if you have people who listen to you and you have experience, then you find that all of them work synchronized. And you agree on many things. That's the advantage you have with our players.
So how many players do we have this time round in the Jasiri?
We have many players, but the national team, Jasiri, remains the same. But also there are other players from other regions who want to come and try their skills.
If you are joining us now, we are talking to some of the members of the Jasiri team. It's the Kenya's National Unified Martial Arts Team. Some call the Tongil Mudu because it's a game, it's a sport that originated from South Korea. And I'm just speaking to Anuro Makanga, one of the instructors, one of the coaches of the national team. And the tournament begins, that is on Saturday through to Sunday. But of course, they will have a seminar to appraise them on the new developments, the world of Tongil Mudu. And some of them are already down in Mombasa, and some of them are here. They will be making their way down there. But now we have to talk about the tournament itself. We've just heard that the Vice President of World Tongil Mudu has already arrived in Mombasa. That is Master Hoshiko.
Hoshiko, yes.
Yeah. Part of the seminar that you'll have there, what will it be addressing? And how is it beneficial to the Kenyan fraternity who would like to join martial arts?
The seminar is very important to not only the people who participate in the tournament, but all martial arts in general. There are normally new developments that happen in martial arts. So all those will be revealed to us. Secondly is Master Hoshiko is a very experienced instructor. He's been a master for a long time. And it's always an honor to train with someone like that. He'll teach you many things that you didn't know and correct many things that you think you knew. So it's very important that you are there with him and other masters that will come and he nurture you. And that's the main point.
Yeah, the president of Kenya Tongil Mudu Federation, Master Clarence Ingalwa, is in Mombasa, and we've just been reading reports that the plans are complete, but then he's saying the question of money always arises. How prepared is everyone? Are the players settled mental-wise? Yeah,
the players are settled. In Tongil, you have one thing that we are very good at as the leaders. We try to cushion our player from whatever is happening in the background. So we let them concentrate on what they are good at. And Master Ngalwa, Master Hilary, me, and the rest of the officials, we deal with the rest. We believe that the government is going to sponsor us. There's no reason to why they should not, because the last 6 years they've been doing the same. So I have high hopes that they'll sponsor and they'll send us the funds and the tournament will be success. Yes.
Okay, that is Anuro Makanga, the instructor and part of the coaching team of Team Jasiri. That is the Kenyan name for the name for the Kenyan Unified Martial Arts team, and they'll be traveling to Mombasa to join the rest of the team. And we just want to wish you guys all the best.
Asante sana.
Because we believe that if you've been winning gold medals outside Kenya, the last time you were in Korea, you brought home about 9 gold medals in general. How many gold did we win? 2 gold medals.
Yes.
So we believe that now that they are at home here, they'll be able to win us as many gold medals as possible. And we want to wish the team, as I said, all the best. And also the Coca-Cola is kicking off in Thika this morning. Kenya is facing Zimbabwe in its first game. And therefore, if you are in Thika, if you are in Nairobi, you want to make your way to Thika, please do so and go and support our national teams. Now, we want to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll come back with the international news with Trix Ingado, so that she completes the rest of the broadcast. I've been your presenter, Robin Toskin, and hope that we'll be together next Monday. Until then, bye-bye.